Well, good morning. Here from Myrtle Beach. It is an amazing day here. It started out a little cloudy when I took the dogs for the walk this morning, and now it is starting to look absolutely beautiful. I hope it's great where you're at too. Well, could you imagine that first introduction slide, that being what happened on Facebook? There are a lot of good reasons people are a little cautious on Facebook at times and worried about what people can and can't see. And if you're one of them, I completely understand. I think there are definitely things to understand about privacy on Facebook. And in particular, my clients and friends and people that I work with being small business owners, and real estate professionals, I hear it a lot, and I think rightfully so. There are issues about concerns about privacy and what kinds of information is shared and what can be shared. And the reality of that first slide is that stuff happens. And I can tell you straight up that that would scare the bejesus out of me. I almost said a different word. Um, I would be very, very careful with that. So that's what this is all about today. I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I can and show you how you can control not only the information that others can see about you, but what you can see about, or what others can see, what you share as well. I'll get that out eventually. So let's just jump right in here and see what we can do. I'm going to jump to that first slide because just in case you're one of these people who want to get to the main reason that that slide attracted you, I'm going to get to that first. And if you want to see the rest of this, I'm going to show you that as well. So let's jump right into it. Let me show you how you get where we're at right here now. If you go back to being logged into Facebook, I'm going to assume that you know how to log into Facebook. If you don't, send an email or comment down below and I'll show you how to do that. But otherwise, you're logged in, you're at your account, and you go right below the account tab, you click on that, you click on privacy settings, and it brings you right here. Now let me show you, first and foremost, how to uh, prevent what I believe is the biggest security flaw in the way this thing's set up from Facebook. That's my personal opinion. And come right down here to customize settings and scroll down, and it's right here. Friends can check me into places. That is scary. Think about that for a minute. And the default setting for this, by the way, by Facebook, when if you don't know about this, this is set to enabled. Now, just imagine a friend, and this is probably true on your profile too. For quite a while over the years, when I first got onto Facebook, I allowed lots of people to connect to me. Sometimes I didn't know all that well, and a few I didn't know that great at all. And even some friends, I got some friends who, out of a joke, might check me into a place that I would never go to or wouldn't want somebody to know that I was at. I can tell you a place that some scary things like being checked into a strip club or being checked into a bar while you're at work. Could you imagine? You're actually at work or you're on a business trip and a buddy of yours or a business associate that you're a friend with checks you in at a bar or a strip club or a hotel that you're not at. Your wife or your husband or your girlfriend, boyfriend's, your boss sees that information. You're supposed to be at a conference and you're showing up that you're at a bar. This stuff is scary, and this being enabled allows somebody to play a joke on you. They think it's funny, but I don't know. To me, this is just that place that I don't want somebody having control over, putting me in a place that I am not. So, this to me, absolutely, unequivocally, I would have that disabled. That is my recommendation. Personal one, but it is my recommendation. I think that should be set to disabled, and that allows you to control where you want to show people you're at and not. So I think for lots of reasons, for both men, women, from both work and personal situations, that is just absolutely crucial. I wouldn't do it any other way. So, all right. Well, now back to, since we're on this tab, let's just cover this section first. You'll find that in here, this is talking about things that I share. So in this case, what you share. So in here, for example, post by me, things about my family, relationships, interested in, bio and favorite quotations. You can read all this. In this section, any one of these categories, you can control the things that you share and you just simply look down this list, and you can say everyone. That's obviously the least private, all the way down to customize, which is the most private. You'll see in most of mine, I have everything from everyone. I think I go as far as friends only. But just to show you what you can do in customize, you can basically select specific people, and you would just select it. And I'll just give you an example. You start typing, and people that you're friends with will start showing up. And for example, I could just say that I want to make this visible to Jacqueline Moss. That's my wife, and I could just make it visible just to her. Or I could add more people. And in this case, just to show you that it's available, if you created a list on Facebook, this is one of my lists. It's a networking group that I'm part of, and I could click that, and now that is who it's visible to. So you can pick and choose this very, very carefully, or you can just select only me, which means only you get to see that. Now, in this particular case, since it's post by you, I'm not sure why you'd be the only one that you would want to show those to, but hey, you never know. So anyway, I'm totally good with friends of friends on this particular, everyone on this particular setting. So that's as simple as you can do it. And each one of these categories has those settings. So as you scroll down, just look at what it is, decide who you would like to be able to see. Remember, this is things that you're sharing. Decide who you would like to see that information, and check accordingly what you're comfortable with. And that'll lead to kind of based on who you are as a person, what your comfort zone is, how private, not private you are, and what you are and aren't going to talk about on your Facebook page. So, but always remember, depending on who you're friends with and what you allow here, there can be some stuff that's showing up that you may or may not want others to see. So, again, just pick it accordingly. I always say, play worst case scenario and assume something may not be on there that you'd like, and you set these accordingly. And understand that most of us are starting to realize that we have weird friends, or at least one or two. I may be one of them of yours, and you just want to be careful how you set this up, but have fun at the same time. Remember, Facebook's all about having fun. If you're on there from your profile page and from a business standpoint, to help build relationships as well, and build some business. So. Things others share. You can control the things others share on your page, and you just again go right in here and you click, and pick the appropriate way you would like that information and who you would like to see it shared with. And just follow along. You'll find this very straightforward. But again, I'm just going to go back here one more time. I just highly recommend you make that disabled. That is my biggest concern. Otherwise, all this other information that we've just covered so far, I think is fairly easy. Here's where I get a little more particular about who sees this information, my address. And again, be careful here. I would suggest to the ladies, you might even be even more careful here, because your address, depending on which one you put in there, you may not want anybody to see that. So IM screen, your instant message screen name, I should say, that's up to you. Again, you pick accordingly. I have several emails, and each one of them has different people that can see it. Friends only for this email, friends of friends for my personal business email, and my bulk business email, the one that's open to everybody. I want everybody to see in case they have an interest in what I'm doing. And I have two phone numbers. This one goes into a voice mailbox, and so I'm okay with everybody. If they want to contact me and somebody I don't know really all that well, they can certainly go there. If it's somebody that knows me better, or a friend of a friend, I'm comfortable going one layer out from there and wants to connect to me by a phone call, I'm open to that. Now, since you're watching this, you may not be connected to me this way, and I would just ask, please respect this. This is for purposes of helping everybody, and I would just ask that you respect not to call me at this number unless we are connected as a friend. So hopefully we'll become one if that's the case, but otherwise, please don't call me at this number. I sure wouldn't do that to anyone else, so I just ask that you respect that. All right, going back to this particular page, I want to show you a couple other quick things. This is just some more broader things that you can control. Search for you on Facebook, and again, it lists the sections down here and a little description of it. And again, in here you can pick your your who can see it and how you can control it. And then again, I think this one you now getting a feel for this, you can follow through. And then finally, you can set your apps and your websites in here, things that you're connected to, all the different tabs or applications that you have set up on your page. You can click on these things over here and edit the settings. You can click on the X and delete that application if you don't use it anymore. I have to do this myself. I have a lot of cleaning up in there to do. Info accessible through your friends. Again, click away and you'll find that this is fairly self-explanatory at this point, since now we've gone through it. And on the other page you'll find it's very similar. Block lists. Last thing I'd like to show you, because I think this will help get you some real control over things. If you have somebody who's being real spammy, you friended somebody in the past that maybe you shouldn't have, and now they're posting some stuff you just don't want others to see, you can list them right here and block that particular user. You can block applications, things that you're a part of you don't want to get. You can even block events. I know sometimes I'm getting a lot of event invitations from some particular people or groups or whatever that I don't want to get so much of anymore, so you can specify that. And some applications, there are some games that I was getting just so much stuff from that I just didn't want to see it as much anymore, so you can block even that. So, excuse me, I'm getting hiccups. So there you go. I hope, let me just check real quick. I hope that helps you a lot and gives you a feel for how you have control over your information on your page. And it's my hope that this will make you feel more comfortable with Facebook and using it both personally on your profile and most importantly for all my business owner friends and real estate professional friends on here. If that's you, I really wanted to make you comfortable understanding that Facebook can be controlled, and you do have a way of not only controlling what gets shared that you're putting out there, but what you're looking at and stuff like that. So I hope this was helpful to you. I had fun sharing it with you. If you have questions, comments, etc., post them away in the comment section below. If you think this is valuable to a friend of yours, please share it. That's why this was created. So I would love that very much if you share it. And finally, if you want to connect to me or see any more of our information, you should be able to find the links here in various places. So if you're not sure, just post a comment, and myself or maybe somebody that's part of this Facebook page will help you out. And in the meantime, hope you have an amazing day. It was great chatting with you, and talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.